there, people of the internet? My name is Odul Jagero, and this is a beautiful episode with the beautiful Sheila. Sheila, do you think of yourself as a beautiful woman?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm very beautiful, and I feel good to be beautiful, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Do men tell you you're beautiful?
All the time.
Yeah. How do you take that?
I think for me, I'll just take it like, oh, I'm beautiful when I know I'm beautiful. But it depends on how you're saying it. You know, you can say it and I'm like, so what are you after from that statement?
Do you think that men are always after something?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
What? Giving you money?
You just give somebody money without expecting something in return, really.
What do you think men are always looking for?
I don't know, just love. Let's just say love. Yeah, friends.
You told me to ask you not if you want a man in your life.
Yeah, don't ask me that.
That's very strange. Men are gonna DM me and ask me, that girl that you had there on your podcast, man, he looks pretty.
Thank you. Tell them I say thank you.
Can I have coffee with her? What should I tell them when I say can I have coffee with her? What should I tell them?
I don't mind to connect with people. So yeah, we can have coffee.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. But they have to send me M-Pesa.
Oh, they have to send me M-Pesa as well.
Send you M-Pesa or send me M-Pesa for connecting them to you?
Don't worry.
When we're going to cheat the M-Pesa. Let me ask you something. Are you Gen Z?
Yes, I'm a Gen Z.
Born which year?
I'm a 2000 girl.
2000 girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know where I was in 2000? 2000?
Huh?
I was in Form 3.
Oh.
2000 I was in Form 3.
Okay.
You know? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel young, and that's good. That's good. I like feeling young.
You like feeling young?
Yeah.
Always 16?
Always 16. Yeah. Always. Forever. It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about life as a woman born in 2000?
Beautiful. For me, life it's all about what you want it to be. Life, it can't be predicted, so it's upon you to decide on how you want it. And by that, it means you need to have a positive mindset at all times. Because if you have negativity, always you're a negative person, trust me, your life will always be miserable. But if you learn the art of being positive in all that you do, being grateful, a heart of gratitude is very, very important. So with those things, I believe that life becomes sweet. You find the happiness in the little things. So you don't have to be really rich to be happy, because at the end of the day, you need to be happy. Before you die, please enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
You're enjoying life?
I am.
Yes. Beautiful. I find very few people that say they're enjoying life. So that's a good thing that you're enjoying life.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's a good world out there for women?
Right now,
women having the best time of their lives?
Oh yes, right now we are having the best time of our lives, because it's not like before. We are not encaged to, you just have to stay at home, cook, make babies. No, right now you're able to be in a table that back then you're not considered to be. You can't be in this, what do we call this?
There are a lot of people, young women, that are committing suicide and having anxiety, and cutting themselves up, feeling that life is not good enough. see the way things are on social media, seeing people flying in jets. Do you eat all jets?
Yeah.
Think the world is fair?
Yeah, the world is fair.
The world is fair?
The world is fair.
Also, they're very poor people. They're very rich people. How many is it fair?
As I said, you need to find a way to appreciate every little aspect in your life. Seeing of course, even I'd see somebody or even one of my peers having a good life. And of course I'd want that. Who wouldn't want a good life, Jagero? But we need to stop comparing ourselves. Because we might say, okay, what you show us, you flying on that jet, you living that lavish lifestyle, that's just what you want us to see. But if you go deeper to their real life, you start realizing, oh, you might be having all this, but my life is actually way better than what I see, So as I said, you just need to find a heart of gratitude. It worked for me, and I believe it can work for anyone. Just appreciate that little that you have. Other doors will start opening automatically.
Yeah.
So don't feel pressured that, my neighbor is driving the latest Benz, or of course you need to work hard. That is one. You have to work hard to get that latest Benz. So you can't admire things and expect that, they'll just fall down like manna. So work hard if you really need it. Work hard.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah, sure.
Today we are going to, let's discuss self-love.
Okay.
You told me that you've struggled with self-love before.
Yes.
I don't know what that means when a young woman that was born in 2000 is suffering from self-love. But then probably you could tell me the story of how you grew up. Where did you grow up?
Okay, so I grew up in so many places. My mom would shift from here to there. So I've been in so many places, but I'm born and raised in Nairobi. There's a time I've lived in Langata, Umoja, Karen, Nangong, and so many other places. So, I think I've been brought up in I've been okay. I didn't have much to complain about. So I think I'd just say I've been okay all my life. So, that's just me.
But they told me that when you were growing up, there was something going on.
Oh, yeah. There's a point in my life where, so I've been raised with a single mom. Let's start from there. And so all my life, I've just known, like, my mom. My dad, it's just like seeing him from a distance, saying hello, and that's it. Then I don't know when next we're going to meet. So all my life, I've just known my mom. But life happens, and there was a small period where I had to live with my aunts for a short while because my mom was not around. Then after that, I moved in with my grandmother. So my grandparents, because I stayed with both. So and the journey still has always been okay. I've been loved. There was nothing I could really say that I lacked. They tried all their best. So I'm always grateful for my family, by the way. Always grateful. So,
Do you think that I'm looking for a way to put it.
All right.
Do you think that you missed your father? Like, can I tell you a story of mine?
Okay.
When I came to Nairobi to start my school journey, my tertiary school journey at college, I felt so much like an orphan because my dad had died and my mother had died. So I was basically an orphan, but a big orphan. I have never understood when you say that you are only seeing your father from a distance, how did that make you feel?
As a kid, it really made me feel bad. I would not lie to you. It made me feel like I never understood why, because he knew I existed. Every time he saw me, I saw he was happy to see me, but I never understood why he didn't want to be part of my life. So, with that, as a kid, of course, you'll overthink. And you'd be like, was I really worth it? And of course, I knew he actually has another family. So he has other kids. So I was like, did he choose other kids over me? Was I the problem? So I think I've struggled with that. Like, I've always been the one who's searching for him for so many years.
For him?
Yes. So I would even go to his workplace. Every time I'm around his area, I had to make sure I have to go say hi. I don't care who was with me. I had to tell you, by the way, my dad works around this place and I need to go say hi, So I had the love even when he was not around. But the more you grow, you realize you're the only person trying.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you realize, I've been trying this as a kid when I knew nothing. Yet you're the bigger person, you know a lot. Your child has already shown you love. They've shown you interests, but you don't seem to have the same interest. I'm not saying like when we met, he would give me attitude or no, he was always happy. Always happy. That was the funniest thing about him. But now I never used to understand. But it got to a point I was like, okay, it's fine.
What?
I don't have to search. If you also can't look for me, then it's fine. We'll just stay like that. Mom has always been there, so let's be with this person who wants to be there in your life. Because mentally, I don't need to be stressing myself. I've been stressing over it for so many years, but it gets to a point and I say, you know what? I have tried. I have tried, and that's it.
Did you tell him? Did you meet him and tell him, why am I the one looking for you? Did you tell him
I
that?
didn't tell him directly, but I had my mom tell him. Yeah, because there's a point in life where, you know how life goes.
Yeah.
Money comes, money goes. And I think I was in my Form 4. Yeah, I was doing Form 4 during that time. Second term, third term, can't remember. But it was around there. And we needed school fees real bad. Really, really bad. And unfortunately, everyone, even in the family, no one had money at the time. But as I said, I'm always grateful for my family entirely because they've always done all they can to make sure that I never lack. So I remember we were supposed to get a set book. And with the set book, it was around, I think, 2000. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But the school fees is already paid, mind you. I had asked him. He said, he doesn't have money. And he's never even paid any cents for my school. So there is where I was now getting angry because you've never been there. You're still not even helping. Even like this is the only time they've asked you. It's not that you're going to commit to doing this. So I decided, you know what, I will call him and tell him to get the set book because the rest have done everything, And he started telling me about manna, Moses, manna falling from heaven. And I'm like, no, I mean, not in that generation at the moment. In my life, I've never even seen a miracle.
Yeah.
But this one that you're telling me, I don't think.
What was he telling exactly? That just hanging there?
Yeah, just believe in God. Yeah, even the time of Moses when there was starving, manna and it was called manna and biscuits or manna and biscuits. Was manna and what? Milk. I don't know.
Manna is none.
It's none. So what was falling from heaven?
You guys.
was funny.
The Muslims.
Yeah, but either way, there's a point. I'm a Christian, by the way.
Yeah.
I believe in God. But I think I was telling you the other time.
Yeah.
At times, you might have a problem and you want to meet a profession, right? And I can go to church and get a counselor. But I know what they'll say. They'll start praying. But at times, it gets to a point I'm actually praying for myself as I speak. But I don't want prayer. I need real help, you know. I need the actual help, not the praying part first. We can pray after you've helped me later. So I think at that point, I was like, no, I'm actually done. Because I remember I was about to stay home because of school fees, something that has never happened, you know. So I think the fact that I've never stayed home because of school fees and, you know, getting to a place where I'm about to stay home because of that. And as a dad, you've never been like, why do you want to show me love from a distance? So for me, I think it got to a point I said, you know what? The way he wants to show me love from a distance, I will show him love from a distance and still give him the respect that he deserves, because at the end of the day, he's still my dad. Yeah, so I can't change that. But I can change how I will react towards his actions. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm in a point in my life where it's all about me. It's all about, am I happy? Is this space making me happy? Yes or no? No, out. Yeah.
A lot of people have the same problem with the missing a member of the family.
Yeah.
In your dad, a mother. I talked with a lady called Shaka and Muyu, and they were talking about how bad the relationship between their mother and themselves is concerned. And I'm so glad that you and your mother, you guys are a team.
We are not like the biggest team. But it's funny because there's a podcast I was watching, but it had something to I think it was based on parenting, and this lady was advising mothers, you need to just realize that you can never be best friends with your daughters. It's just rare. Like there's just, but I mean, she's always been there. You understand?
Which is really interesting that somebody is telling women that you cannot be best friends with your mothers.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you understand where she's coming from?
I didn't understand.
Or it's confusing?
To me, it was confusing. But I watched it, but I was so interested. I was like, all right. Okay. All right.
But you didn't agree?
I didn't agree, but I didn't also disagree, really.
But when I asked you about you and your mother, you said you're not the greatest team.
We're not the greatest team. I would be lying if I tell you she's my best friend. But I love her either way. I love her, and yeah. But she's not we're not besties. She's my mama.
You're not besties.
We're not besties.
I saw, this program on the internet, on Netflix called Love is Blind?
Uh-huh.
Are you a fan of it?
Funny thing, I think I only watched one episode. I'm not... I'm not really a fan. Let me stop explaining.
Why are you not a fan of it? It's very loving.
Yeah.
Things of love is in the air.
The commitment for all the series is, I think, where... Yeah, but I will, because I've heard a lot about it.
There's a lady there. Anyway, there was a lady there that was talking about how the mother is... actually, it's the mother that was saying that she's my best friend.
Yeah.
The team, So it's just interesting. And I've always wanted to understand from a young woman's perspective, what is the difference between your girlfriend, and your mother? where do you draw the line? Like you can't go tell your mama that this guy is all over me, wants to take me to Dubai. This guy.
Yeah.
You can't do. You tell your mama that. Where are the lines drawn?
I think
Sheila?
it depends with who your mom is.
Yeah.
Like I think as a child, if your mom has always been that person you can engage with easily, me, I'm from an African household, my friend, you can't bring nonsense. My mom actually is a no-nonsense woman. Yeah, so you can't. We've grown with that kind of fear. So I think even as you're growing up, there's some things you're like, should I really tell her this? How will she actually react to, to this kind of thing? Like if I tell her there's this guy, this and this happened. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to talk about it with my mom. But I have things where other things, apart from boyfriends, yeah, I can talk to her about other things. And if I want to talk about a boyfriend, then it's just going to be juju too, just kidogo, not so much. Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I have a daughter who is turning 9 in January.
Yeah.
What do you think I should? Do you think that she should go to her mama and discuss those girly things? You think I should talk to her about them?
I mean, I think you should also talk to her about them because I feel you can tell as a male, there's some things, and even as a father, the mom might tell her things according to her mom or the female side. And I don't know about the other side, but getting advice, I think if my dad was available, I think I'd also want to get advice from him when I was young. Especially with the dating gully areas, don't do this, don't do that, Yeah, I think it's important. You should actually discuss such kind of topics with her.
I want to ask you another question. This one goes deep.
Chikero.
This one goes deep.
Sure.
Do you remember the first time you had your menses?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who walked through it? Was your mother? Your mother walked through it? Ulijikaza tu kidemu?
I think during that time, I was with my grandmother. Yeah. So she walked me through it. And also my aunts. Because at the same time, now my grandmother and the generation is quite laid back. So now I'd also just call my aunts, be like, oh, this and this is happening. What should I do in this? So I think it was a group work. That's how I can say it. Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of other things that were happening around yourself, like forgive my French, the boobs coming. You understood all those things?
Let me tell you, on that sector, I was struggling with that.
Yeah?
Because my boobs came at a very early age. Like when the rest of the pupils, that time we were pupils.
Pupils.
There were still flats. Mine already out. Now I'm already in we used to call them the boob tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same time, I'm now done with boob tops. Now I'm into the bra section. And it was bad because I actually went through bullying because of my boobs.
Really?
Yeah. You know how
Why?
kids can be, as a kid, you're just dumb, because they were just too big. So the fact that they were too big,
so they were saying they're big, or what were they saying?
Yeah, they did. They used to say I had big boobs, in which is true. I can't even deny it.
Yeah,
I can't deny it. Yeah. So I think I was struggling with that because I remember I went to my aunt and I remember that day I was even crying. I was like, I was actually in high school, in Form 2, yeah. And I was crying because I was tired. I was like, I hate my boobs.
You were saying that?
Yeah. As a kid, you're like, oh, is there anything? Why am I blooming early? And I was like, what? What do you mean you hate them? Do you know this is the new fashion of today? I'm like, for real? Do you know how many people are going for surgery to get these things? I'm like, they are.
You gotta keep your goal.
But at the same time, I was like, okay, it's a good thing, but they're coming at the wrong time, this is not the right time. But eventually I think I just brushed it and I was like, you know what, they're mine. So I won't cut them off.
Yeah.
I won't go for surgery. So I had to accept them. And then now after I'm grown, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love them.
How do you love how do you love them today?
I actually find the beauty in them. Like I realize actually this is what makes a woman a woman. And realizing that people are paying so much money to go get surgery, to get boobs, and have been given for free. Like, and I find just be grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Then later things just start aligning themselves.
For sure.
Yeah.
So today you are very happy with your boobs.
I am. It's just that I don't want to show so much. But if I wanted to show,
yeah,
I want to turn all necks. Yeah, I'm joking.
They can be really good for Instagram. They can be really good for Instagram.
I should be an Instagram model.
Yeah, are you doing a lot of Instagramming with them?
No.
Yeah, I remember you told me you're a born again Christian.
Yeah, I am.
But even if you're a born again, you think that you should cover a lot of it?
I'm not covering even right now, right? But you should just. I try limit. I try limit kidogo.
Don't put people into temptation.
Yeah, why?
You think that men are very tempted by the boobs?
Very. Yes.
Where do you know that?
I might have a conversation with you, and I slowly see you diverting your eyes,
dropping,
and I'm like, okay, I'm.
I will drop to the mic.
You better drop to this mic, but you better not be deceiving us because we're on the same level. They're on the same level.
Have you been told that men like looking at boobs? You've had it.
Do I have to be told? I could. Yes. Something you just have to witness for yourself.
You witness for yourself?
Yeah, you just have to witness.
Do you get a lot of attention about it?
I do. I actually do. Yeah.
Men on your DM? Huh. Men are good people, right?
Yeah, they are. They are. If you just choose to misbehave, then there is where you draw the line. But men are actually good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I am wondering, there's that story that really captured me about you and your dad.
Yeah.
So when you stopped looking for him, he also just sat tight.
Apparently, no, this is funny. I actually, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
So, earlier this year, I searched for him again.
Oh, yeah?
I did. But I just said hi.
Where?
I just texted. I think it was the night. And I was like, let me just say hi. So I texted him. I was like, hi, how are you? Hope you're well. Because as I said before, it's my mom who passed the message. Because I called my mom and I was like, I'm so mad because he's never been doing it. He's never done anything, for me. And the fact that, there's just that effort.
Yeah.
At least you might not have, but there's the effort we saw.
Sure.
But here, there's no effort. All I've been getting is advice, and nothing else. And I'm like, So I told my mom, I'm not even doing this again. I've been trying all my life, and no. Because I remember there's a day he called me and I just didn't pick up. That was now during that time where I needed school fees. So after that, because there's a time, actually, I remember my grandfather was also so mad at him that he took him to the chief.
Oh, really?
It was that bad. It was that bad because we never understood, because everyone was like, your daughter is showing love. Why you
back.
Exactly. Why you not there as a dad to support her? So I think it got, and my grandfather was usually at times, he was also angry the fact that I loved him. He was so mad because he was like, why you love, what is he doing? You know, there's a father and then there's a dad.
What's the difference?
You can be a father. Anyone can be a father, but not everyone can be a dad.
Yeah.
Being a dad means you're there for your child. Being a dad means it's not even about the finances. It's, are you present for your child? Anyone, at the end of the day, we all have fathers, but we all don't have dads. So me, I have a father, but I don't have a dad. Yeah.
So you texted him.
Yes.
This year.
Yes,
How did that go down?
I was skeptical on how will he react? Will he reply my texts? What will he say? Because he was very angry.
This is after how long? You're texting him after how long? How many years?
I think 2 or 3 years. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, so I didn't know how he would react. I didn't know if he would. But funny thing was like, hi, okay. So I actually apologized. And I was like, I know you're angry. Don't be angry. I'm sorry. And I was just checking up on you. So he was like, yeah, I'm okay, no problem. That was in the past. And I think we're in good terms. So I think for me, all I just needed was to be in good terms with him. So after that, I don't think we've connected again. Yeah. And he hasn't called or texted me, so. But I'm okay with it.
I hope that you're enjoying this program. Over the last 15 years, I have been working online for clients in America, in Europe, and all over the world. And that is why it pains me a lot when I see a lot of African brothers and sisters saying that they do not have a job. Now, this is the problem. A lot of people are trying to look for a job in 2024 in their own town, in their own country, in their local area. Now, the truth is, there are no jobs in Africa, at least not so many jobs. The good news is that we have internet these days. We have a tablet, we have a computer, we have a phone, and that means that we can do a lot of jobs, and those jobs are online. That is why over the last 4 years I've been writing a book that is called Digital Goldmine. It is a book that explains to you how you can earn money online. The 18 hustles that I've chosen are basically for Africans, because what happens when you are doing online jobs is that payment is usually a problem. So these 18 side hustles that I have put together in this book, you can be paid very well and very conveniently. Okay, so the book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. That is about $10. You can buy it in Kenya using paybill number. You can buy it online from anywhere in the world using a credit or a debit card. All the information about this book is in the description below. And if you have a brother, you have a wife, you have a husband, you have a friend who is sitting at home and watching Netflix, please do buy this book for them. If you are the one sitting at home and watching Netflix and have nothing to do, please buy this book and your life is gonna change forever. Because I have been doing this online and I've been traveling and I've been enjoying myself and having a lot of fun. So thank you very much, and now back to programming. I don't see it in your eyes.
Oh, you need to see it in my heart. I am okay with it, by the way. I am, because I accepted it. So I don't have to fight.
I want.
Ask me another question.
I don't think you're okay with it. I think he has not been nice to you.
Whether he has or he has not. But one thing I'll never repeat is every time we talk, every time we meet, he's always happy to see me. He's always happy to talk to me.
Yeah. And that is confusing, correct?
That's the thing. And thinking about it all the time,
yeah.
you get tired.
You're
like, you know what?
I can only imagine.
It's okay. But now I have I have two uncles.
Yeah.
I actually call them dad. I don't even call them father. Uncles. I call them dad.
They're great.
They're that great. They're that great. They've always been the dad that I've never had. So I think God also puts you in situations where if you can't handle, He'll bring people to help you out. So God had to put my uncles on my way so that they can give me that fatherly love. So right now, if I need anything, I'll just call my uncle and be like, "Hi, Dad, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hi, Dad, I'm feeling like this and this." Because it's not always like I want. I'm feeling. If I want to celebrate, I'll be like, "Hi, Dad."
During Dad's Day, what is it called? International Women's. Is there a Dad's Day?
Father's Day.
There's no Dad's Day.
There's no Dad Day. But they should have a Dad's Day.
Dad's Day.
Yeah, they need to come up with a Dad's Day.
You call your dads? You are your dads during...
Yeah, I do. I'll be sending them all those good messages. Thank you for being the best dad. Yeah. Because they've always...
You mean to your father or to your dads?
No, to my dads.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first time that somebody's saying that they have got dads feels really nice. It's really cool.
It is. Because if I don't agree with this one, I'll go to the other dad and he might just agree with me. Yeah.
Do you want to get married later?
Of course I do.
Children?
Yes. But under condition.
What condition?
I think I need to be in a first financially. I was listening to a podcast just I think yesterday, and there was this guy who was saying people need to stop saying that children are a blessing. They're not. Children are expenses, and that's true. Because if there were blessings, mothers wouldn't be listening to cases of, mothers killing the kids, drowning the kids, dumping the kids, abortion. So I need to be financially okay for me to get that baby. Because I'm also not about to bring a child in this cruel life. And because I've refused to work hard, now I force my child to suffer. No. And the most important thing, I know I'll never be 100%, but I need to make sure my mental health is at 100. It's good. It's good to be able to accommodate that child. For me to get married, I need to make sure my mental health is okay. Because dealing with somebody every day is like, even siblings, you can't be with them every day. Even when you used to live together, we used to fight. Yeah. So you can imagine now living with a whole adults. The rest of your life sharing the bed, you need to be in a good mental state.
Yeah.
For all that. So for me, I think, for me to bring a child, as I said, I don't have a dad, so I need to find a dad for my babies. I don't need a father for my babies. I need a dad.
Yeah.
For my babies. So I need to make sure the person who I'm going to conceive with is going to be there for my kids. I think, I don't know, I was having a conversation with my friend and I was telling her, I think if marriage, I know I'm still young, but for the sake of the kids, I think I would stick in a marriage, unless there's some, don't beat me, if it gets to there, just not leave. Don't lay your hands on me. But I think if it gets to a point where my marriage doesn't work, I will have to act it out that it's working. But of course, I'll have to tell my kids that it doesn't. Sometimes as a kid, I've always enjoyed even seeing for instance, my cousins who have both the mom and the dad together. And I was like, they're always so perfect. Like, why would my parents not be like this, Because at the end of the day, they'll always show us how okay they are. And later you realize, you guys are always fighting. So it's all about just staying strong. So I need to also prepare myself mentally to stay strong to a relationship because I don't
so that your kids can have...
So my kids can have both the parents. And that's why I'm saying I needed that for my kids. So that even though we are fighting, you'll draw the line. When the kids are here, we need to behave. We need to act in a certain way.
I think for sure you're gonna have a dad for your kids.
Yeah.
But before they become dads,
what
are you looking for in a man? Do you have a top 5, top 3 that you're looking for in a man? A good man, a dad man.
No, we're not looking. If it's for me, we're not looking for a dad right now or a father.
Yeah,
we're not looking for kids.
Right now, we are looking for something.
It's just for me.
Yeah, for you. For you. What are you looking for?
I think back some few years, I would say I'm looking for a rich, tall, black, and handsome. I think priorities changed. And right now, I'm looking for a person who has the brain.
The brain.
The brain. I'm looking for a smart person. I'm looking for somebody who, I don't want you to just, no, you can throw money if you want to, just give it to me. Give it to me, I will never say no. But other than you giving me money, can you help me in my life? In what way how can you improve me as a person? How can we improve each other? So I think, I didn't want to talk about this, but
please do.
I'll just have to say it. I think I told you before that I'm not looking for anyone right now. I'm not searching because I need to work on myself. There's some things I need to work on because I realize the way we women are always asked, what are you bringing on the table? It's a question you need to always ask yourself as a lady. It's a very important question. Because if you're still telling yourself you're bringing sex on the table, Charles, bills, you need, as a woman, I think, I always admire one of my aunts. And I always say I want to be like her. She's the independence. She's so fierce, you know. She can do anything. Like she's that girl. She's that girl. And she's always telling me, you know what? There's so much freedom as a woman if you have your own money. And it's true. Like it will save you a lot. It will save you the embarrassment.
What embarrassment?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can imagine taking me on a date and then you tell me, I forgot my wallet. You're actually just trying to test my intelligence, or is this even girl, you know? And you'll be like, that time my M-Pesa is like 10 shillings. The embarrassment. You start over-explaining, you know? I want to be in a space where I can do it. I can tell Jagero, no, today I'm actually taking you out for lunch.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I want to be in that position where if my person is not capable, I don't have to walk out. Or because rent this month, he's not able to pay the rent. So now the relationship is done. And now I'm calling all my babes and I'm like, babe, you can't imagine what this guy did. No.
You just flash your M-Pesa line okay. and life goes on.
Yeah, you can return it because you're the one who was supposed to pay it, but I'll work with it. I'll pay rent for this month. So if I think I also ask myself, what do you bring on the table, girl? And I realize, Sheila, you need to work on so much places. So right now I'm looking for me. That's what I'm searching for.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just searching for me.
That's a dope statement. That's a really dope statement. I'm looking for me.
I'm looking for me. I'm not looking for anyone for now. Just wait. If you're patient, wait. Tokutana up on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a big advocate for self-love.
I am.
Tell me about it.
I am. For so many years, I've been battling with self-love. So many years. Jagero, you would tell me I'm beautiful and I'm like, who? Me? And now because of that, I used to realize No one is ugly. Let me just point that out. No one is ugly. We're all beautiful. We're all handsome. But of course, there's a level where you also feel like, hey, by the way, I'm way better. I'm way better. Kuna ile two level, you just feel like, I'm actually way prettier than so and so. It's not that they're ugly, but I'm
levels.
Yeah, there's a level where right now, girl. But then I used to realize, I would look at someone, I'm like, I'm actually prettier than this person. And one thing I could realize with that person who's even, who I see as a more, I would realize they have an aura that there's an energy they're producing. There's a confidence. And I was like, how does she get that confidence? And because of that aura, you just want to be friends with that person. For me, I've been working on my confidence, because when your confidence is high, so many people will want to be around you, because you don't need any approval from anyone. You know yourself. But it used to bother me. I'd be like, for instance, she's way fatter than me, but she's so confident. But how does she do that? Because I don't know how to do it. And one thing I realized is that I was born big. My mom tells me when she was giving birth, she had the longest time because I was so big. She was supposed to be taken to theater because I was too big for her. Now, luckily, I don't know the process. I think I can't remember, but she was telling me I was really big. So, and even in my family, we are all quite big. So we just don't check on what we eat. We grow. So as a kid, I was healthy. Let me say, I was very healthy. Very healthy. But then, as I said, as kids, you're dumb. You just say you don't care. So I was bullied because I was big. And now there is where I realized at that young age, I lost myself. I didn't love myself. And I think I just realized, because I think there was a time I asked myself, where did you lose yourself exactly? And there is where it all started, because I was big. I have a very beautiful cousin, and she's petite. Oh, she's petite. So she was my best cousin during the time as kids. We'd always, because we didn't have like siblings, so our parents forced us to be like the two siblings.
Yeah.
So there were situations where I would also be compared to her. You can imagine somebody. Let me tell you, Jagero, me, if I start doing exercise, okay, I'm not like always consistent, and I've not gotten like professional
grade kind of.
Nah.
Yeah.
But every time I start exercising with the aim, like, I need that good body, Jagero, it always backfires. I end up growing bigger. I end up adding weight, and I'm like, this weight, this exercise is not even helping me. It's not working. It's doing the opposite thing. I'm trying to reduce. You're just here adding more weight. So
they always say that the gyms make you very hungry when you go.
For real. You need to see me doing planks, like even extending. Tell myself, you know how you do it for 2-3 days, and you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, nothing is. I still have this big stomach with me. But anyway, so I'd always try get to her, like I'd always try look like her, because she's thin. So now let me exercise. But me, I love food. Me, I'm a foodie. I won't even lie. I love food. And I've always loved it as a kid. So now, I think where I drew the line is telling me not to eat. Especially nyama choma and nyama. I just love meat.
You do?
I love meat. I just love meat. So telling me not to eat meat because I want to look like so and so. I even had a friend, petite as well. So like every time, Somebody would not compare me directly, but with lack of self-love, you start imagining, you start overthinking things. So you feel like, oh, they feel like so and so is way better, so I need to look like her to be loved. You know, all those things. So it's been a whole struggle. There was a point in my life, I think God answered one prayer. Before I was a teenager, I was telling God, you know how we girls we start doing it, not even girls, do that teenager puberty, acne comes. Oh, may I pray to God? I was like, please, don't give me acne. I'm already struggling with loving myself with this body. Don't give me acne. So, with a small acne I had, because we usually have the period acne, so, of course, it's going to bring scars and all those things. There was a time in my life I would not come out of the house without makeup. It's not like right now I'll come to work without makeup. I'll come the way I feel like, because what's the big deal, But there was a time where I couldn't even go to the shop. Just normal shop from here.
Really?
2 minutes without makeup. And my aunts would always talk about it and they're like, do you really have to do makeup? I would even stay in the house. Maybe I'd just go for a sleepover or we're having guests in the house, having a sleepover. I would wake up, get my makeup done. That is how bad I was when it came to self-love. I did not love myself at all. I didn't believe that I was beautiful. That imagination it was not in my head. Nah.
How did you start getting out of it and saying, well, I'm tired of this life of...
Jagger, not everyone is going to love you. That's a statement I always get from Kitambo. But I never used to understand. Because me, I used to see other people being loved. Like, I believed they were always loved. So tell me not everyone is always going to love you is something I didn't understand. But it was a step at a time. It was honestly a step at a time. I had to accept that I cannot please everyone. And it's okay. You see that part of it's okay that I don't have to be loved. There is where I had a problem with. But slow by slow, I just had to be like, yeah, it's okay. You don't love me, fine. You do love me. You love me. Let's go. Let's take a walk. Let's start being friends. But now, I think it was a whole, and then the way I started speaking, I spoke words. I spoke life to myself.
Like the things that people do every day?
Like, for instance, let me say, I said I don't like my boobs, right? So I'd be like, girl, you have very beautiful boobs. Like, just, I'd admire them.
You'd say that?
I would force myself to admire those boobs, let me tell you. I would force it. I'd be like, I'm not feeling it, but I will force it. I didn't like my smile. Let me tell you, I hated my smile, Jagero.
Your smile?
My smile. I hated it.
Really?
A lot.
The way it comes out so naturally, so beautifully.
Thank you. So what I did is I'd take a mirror and smile.
Yeah?
And tell myself, actually, this angle looks really good. I like the smile today. I think there's one day someone took a photo of me and I was smiling. And I was like, wow, it's actually very beautiful. So it was a struggle because I had to learn to love it. I was forcing the love. I was forcing myself to appreciate it. So I was able to overcome my boob hatred. I started loving them. Now it got to my smile. Now I want to smile more because I realized that I really actually have a good smile. So yeah, it was just a step at a time. The things I did not love, the things I said negative things about them, I changed the negativity into something positive. I'm not beautiful. I am beautiful. I don't have a good smile. I have a good smile. So every aspect that I didn't like about myself, I changed it from negative to positive. And it was not easy. It was not easy. It wasn't. But I think the point where I realized I'm actually beautiful. I think we were out with some of my friends and I went to use a washroom and I met a lady and she stopped me and she was like, oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. Jagger, that was a lady telling me. Oh, I was like, oh my God, I'm actually beautiful. Because, for me, I'm not telling me I'm beautiful. I'm like, thank you. But I'll not, because I don't know why you ask. For me, I just know there's something you want. There's something you want at the end of the day. But for a woman to come to you and tell you, I like this about you. And I know, like, so many women will actually agree with me on this. It makes you feel so good.
But another woman,
because they're not lying. They're not lying. A woman will not lie. I can't just stop some random person and be like, For me to stop you and tell you, give you that compliment, that means it's so true. And after that, so many women came telling me, I like your eyes. I like what. And they started helping me. And I realized I actually also have nice eyes. I never had problems with my eyes. And I'm like, I also have nice eyes. Oh, okay. So I think I prefer right now if other women give me those compliments. Because I know she is not lying. She doesn't want anything after giving me the compliments, So.
I think you should also move away from the notion that men always want something.
Okay, I'm not like saying that they always. As I said, we have people who just wants to be friends. Yeah. Yeah.
It was really nice speaking with you.
Thank you.
I really loved it. Fatherhood. Have you heard of the word fatherhood?
No.
Motherhood?
No.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this conversation, honestly.
I also enjoyed it.
Yeah. It is your first time having a podcast.
It's my first time,
You did extremely well.
For real?
Oh yeah, extremely well.
Oh, thank you.
I was afraid for you. Yeah, how you are going to handle it? The Ugandans say handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did really well. You were very authentic and amazing.
Thank you.
You want to start your own podcast?
I do. I'm actually verbal, so I think I should use my voice more.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
you should. I can support you wherever I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. I wish you well in life.
Thank
I
you.
wish you that you love yourself more. Yeah. Should also wish that I love myself more.
Do you have problem with self-love? We didn't even talk about that. No, we're going to talk about that in the next
another episode.
Yeah, because I'd want to.
How do people follow you on Instagram? You're not there.
I'll just share the handles.
Yes.
And now you can post them.
I can post them.
Yeah, but I'm really not that much in social media.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, people of the internet. That was me and Sheila, and I hope you loved it. Please consider subscribing, hit on that notification bell. And if you want to talk with me, you can always chat me up. If you want to give me money for the good work that I'm doing, please do so. If you want to place an ad on this channel, please do so. I'll leave everything in the comment in the description on this video. Until another episode, bye for now.